born, he struggled with his brother, and when he became a man, he even fought with God. Now let me just make a little parallel here. You know the problems you're having in your life right now? The crisis, the conflict, the difficulty you're going through? It ain't the real problem. That problem you're having with your kids, with your husband, with your wife, with your friends, with your finances, with your health, that's the symptom. Your real struggle is with God. That's really it. It's who's going to be God in your life. And does God have a right to tell you what to do? And does God have a right to call the shots in your life? And all your life, your war, your battle has caused struggle and strife in your life, and that causes stress. And your biggest problem is not your dad or your mom or your brother or sister or your wife or anybody else. Your real struggle is you're wrestling with God. And that's why you have to move from phase one, conflict with others, to crisis, struggle with God, and you got to realize and admit it. Now, what is my struggle with God? And what is your struggle with God? Well, your biggest struggle is this. When things don't act the way you want them to, and they don't go as fast as you want them to, you take matters into your own hands. And you don't wait, and you don't trust God, and you don't pray, and you don't sit back, and you don't think God will provide for your need, and you get in a hurry, and you get out there into a struggle. I've got to get married. I wonder how many people have had to get married and married the wrong person. I've got to get a job. I've got to make more money, and they take the wrong job. I've got to, and we get in a hurry, and we take matters into our own hands. That's what Jacob had done all of his life. God had said, I'm going to bless Jacob. But he didn't believe it. So what's he do? He cheats his brother out of his blessing. God said, I'll take care of you. What's he do? I'm afraid my father-in-law is gonna, deceitfully scam me. So I'm going to leave him. And on and on. I want you to think right now, think of the problem that you're facing right now. And regardless of whatever that problem is in your life, it boils down to two things. Will I trust God to take care of this situation? Will I obey God to do the right thing, even if it doesn't make sense? Will I trust Him, and will I obey Him? And if I don't, there's a word for that. I'm struggling with God. I don't really think God will take care of me. I got to take this into my own hands. And I'm not going to wait, and I'm not going to trust, and I'm not going to believe. You see, the root of all your conflicts in life is you want to be in charge. You want to be God. You want to call the shots. You want to run it. You want to make your life your way. And the root of all your problems is you want to be in control. So God says, okay, come on, let's have it out. Let's go to the mat. Let's wrestle. You and me, one-on-one, mano-a-mano. Come on, let's have it out. Let's see who's really in charge here. I love the analogy of wrestling because the whole purpose of wrestling, and I actually wrestled when I was in high school, the whole purpose of wrestling is to pin the guy. To pin him down on the mat, and then they say, Uncle! And how do you know when you've won? I give up. God is waiting for you to say that. And He'll wrestle with you as long as it takes. And this is the second step, the second choice, where we have to give up. Now notice there on the outline, it says, he came and wrestled with him until dawn, and the man saw that he couldn't win the match. Circle the phrase, he couldn't win the match. Now I know this is kind of obvious, but if you wrestle with God, you're not going to win. Okay? You're already, the fight is fixed. You're not going to win. And if you ever get in a no-win situation, God's behind it. He said, let's see who's really in charge here. You think you're the master of your fate? Let's just see how brilliant, how smart, how arrogant you think you are. Who do you think's behind that? God is. You see, God loves you just the way you are. Loves you just the way you are. But he loves you too much to let you stay that way.
The second half of today's study